Okay, hey guys, I think this is going to be the last episode for our Disciples of YouTube series, which I should have finished a long time ago, but I never really did. Um, I don't know, I guess I was busy recording other stuff. Um, and the game I was still actually kind of having fun playing, because I was kind of an underdog as Bandar log, and I had managed to pull off several very good defenses when, like, it looked like I should be totally done, but I kept killing armies, so it's been a fun game for me. And I feel like I learned a lot about the nation playing it. Bandarlog they're kind of an underdog nation in that they don't have things that seem very dominant or strong, but they can often kind of come out and pull an unexpected win off. Okay, we're just going to click these first. They're clicking on all this shit. Successful raid. We successfully take that back. Miklin is attacking Pangea. They fail. Okay, the Ashdod is moving in on Marignon's stuff again, which is a bit annoying. This is a scarier army from Ashdod than we've had before. It's got a lot of these skelly spammers, and they're all in a communion. So I guess they're holding hands and singing. And then instead of just normal Anakites, he has the Anakites plus these guys, who are going to be much harder to kill than normal Anakites, especially like this guy, the Ditanu. He's going to be very killy. Sort of Swiftness plus Gore plus Quickness Bless means 6 attacks per round. Yeah. They're getting all buffed up before they run in. I don't think we can kill this. I think we could kill this if we had a lot of mages and we had Soul Slay. But these guys, I think, are coming in for this throne. We'll look at it in a minute. Yeah, that was here. And then Satis attacking Miklin. Vampire Counts attacking us. Yeah, so rip Marini's army. This is another very fortunate event. So, let's see, we got killed by vampires. Another good reason to take... Actually, was that PD? Yeah, it was all just PD. Okay. Yeah, misfortune will eventually get you. So, okay, this is a really big army. Now, the problem with this, we've cracked this, we're going to storm this. I don't... He's going to get between my army and where it needs to be, which is going to be right here. This is where this army's headed. So he's going to let us have Marignon's capital. Nazca's probably going to come try to kill us this turn. And then we're going to muster an army here, and hopefully this army can kill these guys. But I'm not super hopeful. For that to work, we're going to need Thaumaturgy. But right now we're just trying to cover some very basic bases, and that it's turn 50 and we're at construction 2. Like, because we've just been mad dashing to get to Alteration 7, because that was going to make such a huge difference in fights. And anything that stopped us from getting there was going to be bad. But now we don't even have Soul Slay, so I don't know how we're going to kill these giants. But anyway, we'll just see what happens. Meanwhile, we're camping out here in case somebody attacks us. Ashdod has conquered Miklin up in this direction, so at least we don't have to worry about Miklin attacking us. And Ashdod is certainly happy that we are fighting Miklin and Nazca. And so while he is probably going to come in and go for this throne, I don't think he's really interested in hurting us, because I'm pretty sure he thinks that dollars invested in Bandarlog are good dollars invested in anti-Nazca, and therefore in Ashdod's cause. Anyway, we'll see what happens next turn, which is turn 51. If I can find it, turn 51. 2 magic sites, Rune of Water, Wall of Living Kelp. Cool. I think that gives us... Oh, I thought that was a fort. It's not. Battles. We have a battle between Miklin and Pangea, where Miklin again throws his army at Pangea. Satis raiding Miklin. Bandarlog, we've got Arganas. They go and they do some light raiding. And then we have a big battle in Marignan. Let's see what happens here. So that is a ton of sacreds. I think we just lost. I mean, there's no way, even with the right buffs and this, that, and the other, that we're gonna survive this. I think they came turn 1 too, so we didn't get a lot of our buffs off that we wanted. Like, none of these guys are lucky. Because we were going to be spamming out Battle Fortune. But yeah... You know, honestly, if we had magic weapons, we couldn't have gone body ethereal for our bless, but it would have been better. Yeah. We don't really have an answer to Sapayas, and then if, you know, later they're going to do Fog Warriors anyway, so we definitely didn't have an answer. Here's the battle report. We hardly killed anything. 40 Condors, 20 of the 170 Sapayas, so yeah, we just lost. There's just too many. 300 Sacreds is a ton. Especially with the Super Killy Bless. There's just no chance. And that's basically it for us, because that was our big army. So now we're just in some shit. So he's running, and he's come up this way, and now he is going to come and kill us over here. So we're really going to just have a last stand with Ashdod, but we don't really have anything to kill him at all. We have these dudes who hit pretty hard, and they could theoretically kill a giant, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think this is going to go well. Hopefully we get Fog Warriors off at least, which would be cool, and Battle Fortune will survive for a while, but it's not going to look good. So, let's go back. 52 now. Micklin... Okay, he's got a little super combatant dude here, which we may not. We're not really prepared to kill. I do Marble Warriors, so our guys are actually pretty buff. I don't know. What did I cast? Did I cast Marble Warriors? Okay, yeah. So these guys have 15 protection. Some of them do. And we do have magic weapons, so they go through this, but he has 30 protection. I don't really have anybody to deal with 30 protection. Yeah. So, Ethereal isn't really doing much, but, yeah. Occasionally a lucky hit goes through like this, and you can see we get some damage done. So, you know, yeah, we could have theoretically done something there, but we didn't. What else? Okay, he's attacking us here with some super combatants, and here with his big army, and so we have our I think this is the last stand of Bandar log. This is our last army. And so, mass protection. Now, it looks like we're going to win, and just in the sense we have way more troops, and we're getting a lot of big buffs off. Like, Fog Warrior should be coming out soon. Fog Warrior should be coming out soon. Who's in charge of casting Fog Warriors? Hmm? It's one of these Amazons. Alright, well, whoever was supposed to cast it is going to get fired. Maybe it was her? Or maybe it was her. Yeah, she looks like she was supposed to. I guess she just decided not to. Now, they do have a lot of skelly spam, which is going to keep their army from routing. Let's see. These guys do not have regen, but they're also not really taking much damage. This guy's about to die. That was probably us casting that on ourselves? No? Okay, here's one of his super combatant add-ons. I wonder if I didn't have my communion power, high enough to cast Fog Warriors, because that would have made probably a difference. Also, notably, didn't have flaming weapons up, which would have been good. Not really versus the Anakites, but versus the other stuff. And honestly, we can kill the Anakites if we surround them, but the skeletons keep us from surrounding them. So if we got Fog Warriors off, and we got flaming weapons, which we didn't really have a way to cast flaming weapons here, but if we had our god, we would have been able to. But Fog Warriors, the line would have probably held, and we probably, I don't know. Could have been pretty different. So, our troops have started to retreat, and we're reaching that critical breaking point. You can see these Anakites are just taking huge amounts of punishment and surviving. For the most part. I mean, we're killing them, but pretty slowly. The super combatant Anakites, though, they, especially with regen, they don't really care. Thing is, if we had Soul Slay, we would have won this fight. Because our Astro Mages would love killing the little soul-slaying Anakites. And their MR is not... Okay, this guy's MR is really good, but a lot of their MR is not that great. Like 18, we would totally kill that with Soul Slay. So, yeah, that's kind of the inevitable. Really what this is, if we want to sum this part up, like why we lost this, is we had to patrol all our forts with our mages all the time, because Nazca, at any time, can one-hit kill any of your forts. And so because of that, we were extremely inefficient researchers, and we didn't have any of the tools we would need to kill Ashdod. And, we fought Ashdod's war with Nazca basically for him, and we weakened Nazca a huge amount. And you can see, like, Nazca's getting sieged down and conquered by Pangaea, but they were still like, oh, we're gonna go take Marignan back. So anyway, we tooled ourselves up to fight Nazca, which was what needed to happen, by the way, for the game to continue. But those tools were very different tools than we would need to fight Ashdod. And so we have lost this fight, and this is it. We have some final little force. We're going to break the siege, because I think this is the last throne that Ashdod needs to win. And we'll just do what we can here. We got keyed up for Fog Warriors again, Power of the Spheres, Fog Warriors. I don't think it's going to matter, but we'll find out. Strength of Giants stuff, Howl. I don't think I cast Howl last time, I probably should have. So, anyway, let's see what happens, but I think this will be the last turn. Okay, we are breaking out to fight Ashdod with a somewhat desperate final attempt. You can see a lot of his army is gone now, though. Fog Warriors actually goes. But unfortunately, here I'll slow it down a little. This guy... and this guy... we don't really have ways to kill them. We need Soul Slay, but... Yeah. Just too much. Fighting Miklin, fighting Nazca. It was a fun game, though. I feel like I learned a lot. I definitely learned a lot about playing Astral Nations, and then I think Bandar Log is a good... Once you understand all the game mechanics, and maybe you've been playing stronger nations, Bandar Log's a good nation to force you into weird strategies that you hadn't thought about. Yeah. So I definitely learned a lot about kind of, instead of using like one or two tools to try to do everything, but like using different tools for the job, which is what Bandar really forces you to do. And we're gonna fast forward. Basically, we would have won, we just can't kill these guys, and I probably should have scripted to attack rear, that way we might have gotten back into his mage core. But anyway, that's kind of how late game Ashdod fights go too, is that they have a big group of Skelly spammers behind a bunch of Anakites up front, and usually you need, if you have super combatant Anakite counters like Soul Slay, you can do okay. Or you have cool things of your own like super combatants, but we just didn't have any of that. So they've taken this, and then next turn they claim it and they win the game. So that's how the game ends. I don't have the last turn for whatever reason, but yeah. Which kind of sucks because I would have been able to show you score graphs. But we look at the score graphs after the game. I think I like closed the server because I forgot that like I don't really play on the direct connect things. I assumed everybody like had the turn, but so some people didn't actually even get to see the last turn. Anyway, I posted screenshots of them on the email thread or something a while ago, and I don't have them anymore. But basically, the one crazy thing was Ohm's research, and Ohm's research was like 3 times as good as everybody else's. And then after that, like once Ohm's research got crazy, then Ashdod's research got crazy. So that was a big driving force behind them kind of winning. But they were pretty smart with Diplo. They just let Nazca and Pangea and Satis and Marignon and I fight. And we did a good enough job fighting Nazca that they just kind of walked in and won the game. Yeah. I think Sai, who's playing Nazca, kind of was ready for the game to end. I think if he was actually seriously trying to win, he would have made peace with me and given me Marignon and then like built a coalition against Ashdod. But I think he was just kind of like, yeah, we'll just fight it out and see what happens and let the game end. I don't think he felt like he could kill Ashdod, or I don't even know exactly, but I will say I fought to the very bitter end, and if I had more research, I would have killed Ashdod, I think. But I just didn't have what I needed. But it was fun. It was fun. I think Bandar looks a cool nation. Anyway, that's it. That's the final episode. So I have gone back and finally finished recording this, and I can now finally archive all of those saved games where I never look at them. But yeah, anyway, so thank you guys for watching, and hope you learned something, and see you next time.